How's it going, everyone? This is King B News and Views with another video, and I'm out here. The sun is shining. Nice, clear, beautiful day. There go the sun right there. But check this tree out. I'm looking at this tree. I'm like, what's all this white stuff floating in the air? And it's coming from this tree. I don't know what kind of tree this is. You know, somebody out there, I'm pretty sure someone who may come across this video will know what kind of tree this is, but I find it interesting. Isn't nature beautiful? It almost like it's snowing. I'm like, what's all this white stuff floating in the air? It's clear, and I look, and it's coming from this tree. You know, that's a branch from the tree, and that's what's coming off. You know, yeah, it grows on the tree. All this white stuff. Nature is beautiful. You know. You know. I love to get out in nature, get outdoors, and especially when the weather is like this, you know. It's my type of weather. It's not too hot. It's going to be out in the 80s where I'm at on the East Coast, you know. But this is my kind of weather, you know. Get outside, get outdoors, get out in nature, and instantly I just feel better. You know, but what's on my mind today? Well, I've been doing short video. This one gonna be longer than a short, so because you know, I don't really get into I don't pay too much mind to celebrity news, gossip, whatever. But you know, being online and looking online, you can't help but see a little of what's going on. And I'm scrolling through YouTube, and I see a video about Clarissa Sheilds, and a lot of people got to sharing their opinion about the sister. She's involved with Pappose, you know. And I seen this brother talking about it. I didn't watch the whole entire video, but you know, he's talking about how he's a fan of boxing and he's a fan of hers, and how he don't know if he'll be able to watch her fights because she's involved publicly with a married man, and blah 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 blah. Like, really, I mean, you're not gonna be able to watch the fights? I don't think. You know, I mean, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Don't watch it. Don't watch the fights. Watch somebody else fights. It's just weird to me. You know, if somebody you don't even know, you know, is this a public figure, an athlete that you watch, you don't know personally, you don't know these people personally, you know, but they kind of act out their lives, you know, for the world to see. And it's funny to me how people get emotionally invested in these people, like as if they know them personally, like they know their family, they know them, and they sound foolish to me. You know, sometimes you look and life just seems so scripted to me. But you know, my thing is this. People talking, what is, first of all, what is marriage? People don't even know what marriage is for real. You know, what people see and call marriage is really symbolism. What does a man and a woman getting married and going through the ritual of marriage, because that's what it is. It's symbol. They stand as a symbol. It's symbolism. The question is, what are they symbolizing? Taking a sip of coffee. What are they symbolizing? You see, a lot of marriages fail and don't last, especially these days, because man and woman are engaging in symbolism without actually doing the work and doing the work and actually doing the real marriage. They don't know what the real marriage is. They're skipping the most important part of the ritual, of the work, and skipping and going straight to the end. So a lot of marriages fail. I've talked about it in previous videos. The real marriage is a chemical process or a spiritual, and also a spiritual process that takes place inside of you. It's the marriage of feminine energy and masculine energy. We all have feminine energy and masculine energy within us, right? Every man have feminine and masculine energy inside of him. Every woman have feminine energy and masculine energy inside of her. So it's a marriage between your feminine energy and your masculine energy getting married and joining in perfect union. And Christ's energy is born within you. That's what it is. That's a simplified version that I just gave you, right? You got two glands in your head, pineal gland and your pituitary gland. Okay? If you look it up, one gland secretes a milkish fluid, whitish fluid. The other gland secretes a yellowish fluid. All right? That's your land of milk and honey the Bible is talking about. You gotta, you're reading the Bible, you gotta look and be able to see and understand and understand the metaphysical meaning of what the scripture is actually saying. It's the land of milk and honey. The land of milk and honey that was promised is inside of you. It's not outside of you. You know what I'm saying? That's the land of milk and honey. All right? So, those two fluids, secretions, marries in perfect union, balance, travel down your spine, right? Gets to the bottom of your spine, activates Christ consciousness, okay? Christ is born in the manger, goes back up, travels back up your spine. You have 33 vertebrae in your spine. Christ was crucified at the age of 33. You got 33 vertebrae in your spine. All right? Then it goes after that, after a couple days, the energy continues on up, right? Hit your hypothalamus gland. You reach heaven. Perfect union of your feminine and masculine. And see, this is the real marriage. So you got a man or you got a woman who they do that work, right? They become whole within themselves. Their feminine and masculine energy joined together in perfect unison, married in perfect unison, and now that man and that woman who both done that work within themselves come together and marry each other physically to symbolize to the people, their tribe, their family, their friends, their loved ones. They're symbolizing the work each of them done individually inside of themselves. They stand physically as a symbol of the work they've done within themselves. Energy, spiritually. That's what marriage is. That's how it's supposed to be. But we skip that most important part and go straight to the symbolism and wonder why marriages fail. How can you join in perfect unison with someone and stand as a symbol for something when each of you are flawed and still broken inside, carrying trauma, useless baggages, stuff that you haven't gotten over yet, you're still broken, you're still carrying a grudge, you're still angry about something. And yeah, I got it, I get it, I've done it. You just want to feel good, you just want to feel love. You want to be happy. So you meet someone, and you know how we do it. We start sharing our traumas and what we've been through, and you know, we got something in common. You know, you laugh together, you cried together, have some good, create some good memories. You believe you love each other. You know, you think you're gonna spend the rest of your life together. The next thing you know, reality hits. You know, things happen, you're not together no more. So what does this have to do with, you know, with Clarissa Sheilds and Pappose? Well, I broke that down to say this. Everybody said, oh, she's with a married. They weren't married for real. Who's married for real? No one really. When you take into account the true definition of marriage that I just broke down, no one's married for real. People are walking around broke and stumbling in the dark trying to find their way. You know what I mean? Let people live their lives, man. It's no one's business to sit and judge. Now, yeah, I know that, well, they living their lives in public. Yeah, they are. But so is everyone else. Everyone walking around with a phone in their hands, recording themselves or recording somebody or recording their daily lives now. And we all living our lives in public. Does it give anybody the right to go and judging the next person? No, it does not. That's just my opinion. And another thing is, I see people putting up pictures of the sister, you know, in her natural state, you know, natural pictures of her back in the days, trying to shame the sister. And who I see doing it mostly is my own people, melanated people, mostly. And it's a shame. I shake my head at it, you know, because it really points to some of us, not all of us, self-hate, to where we'll take a sister like Clarissa Sheilds and put up old pictures of her, right? When she was young, when she was a teenager, you know, in her natural state, her natural hair, no makeup on, and try to shame the sister like, look who Pappose is dating, as if something's wrong with the way she looked in her natural state, right? And that goes, and that right there is that's just trauma, generational trauma. That's programming, because we was programmed to believe that we're ugly in our natural state, that our women gotta go and get weaves and extensions and put all this makeup on and using chemicals to brighten up their skin, all that nonsense. Women going to get BBLs, think they're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? You even got brothers getting surgeries and they losing their hair and they die, or their hair go gray, and so they dyeing their hair. You know, they dyeing their hair and trying to look young, or getting paint in their hair, filling in their hairline, and all type of business. You know what I'm saying? We hate ourselves. Some of us still hate ourselves. We believe we ugly. So we see somebody in their natural state and we want to shame them. Oh, look. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened. What happened to us? When are we going to wake up? When are we going to love ourselves? You know what I mean? And it really is a shame. To me personally, I see those pictures, nothing wrong with that sister. I see a sister in her natural state that's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with our women in their natural state, with no extensions, no wigs, no weaves, no makeup. There's nothing wrong with our sisters are beautiful. You know? It's time that we wake up, and we're doing it. And again, we're doing it to ourselves. It's our own people doing this, shaming each other, trying to shame each other. That's who's doing it mostly. And it really is a shame. It really is a shame. It's a shame that too many of our sisters, our women, feel they have to put on this costume every day in order to feel beautiful and accepted. It really is a shame. So to all my sisters out there, especially my sisters who is bold enough and courageous enough and love themselves enough to say, I don't give a damn what anybody say about me, I'm beautiful in my natural state. And you reclaiming your power, shout out to each and every one of you. All my sisters. You rocking the locks. You know what I mean? You rocking all the natural hairstyles. Shout out to you. Each and every one of you. And to the rest of my sisters out there, you're beautiful sisters. Don't let nobody shame you. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. You don't have to do anything to please somebody else outside of you. Because guess what? They say what's wrong with you. You try to fix it to please them, they're only going to find something else to complain about. Why? Because people are miserable with themselves. They hate themselves. They're miserable within themselves. They're not happy in their life. So what they do, they go on picking with everybody else. Because misery loves company, as the saying goes. You know? So once again, shout out to all my sisters out there. You're beautiful. You know? The sisters who are walking in their strength and their power, reclaiming their power, and went back to being natural. And for my sisters out there who have yet to find their way, may you find your way and strength to reclaim your power. You know, but this is something that was just on my mind because I saw the thumbnail and I listened to a little bit what the brother had to say, and he sounded like a damn fool personally. I mean, no intended shade, but it just is what it is. He sounded like a fool. Or I don't know if I'll be able to even watch her fight. Who cares? Really, you that broken up? Do you know that sister? Do you know Pappose? No. You know what I mean? Don't know him from a hole in the wall. You just know he's a rapper and she's a boxer. But you want to shame the sister and shame her for how she look in her natural state. That's just foolishness. I've seen it one too many times, and I just had to say something about it. What's wrong with us? With some of us? What's wrong with us? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with us? Why can't we love ourselves enough and share love and love each other in turn? You know? When are we gonna wake up? When are we gonna get it? It's just some of us continue this pathetic show of continuing to make themselves and our people just look like clowns. And meanwhile, everybody else on the outside is looking and laughing at us. Some of us just continue to make fools of themselves and us. Because unfortunately, to the people on the outside, the few represents the whole. You know what I'm saying? So they don't look at it as, oh, that's just that person or that, those couple of people. They look at it as, oh, that's them, all of them. Unfortunately, the few represent the whole for a lot of people looking on the outside, from the outside. We got to wake up and do better, people. We got to wake up and do better. For real. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. That's the truth as I see it. And whoever don't like it, that's your business. I'm King B. This is King B News and Views. Thank you for tuning in. To the next video, I'm gone. Peace.